Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Miller Time segment tonight. Let's get right to the sage of Southern California. Joins us from Santa Barbara. So, you have some concerns about the White House and the Pope. What are they?
Well, not really concerns, Billy. I see a lot of similarities between the men. They both have huge planes. They both seem to hate capitalism, believe in global warming, both, of course, born in Kenya. And kidding, everybody.
I didn't know that about the Pope.
It's a joke. They've got some differences, too, though. Let's see. The Pope drives a Fiat, and President Obama rules by Fiat. It seems to me the Pope disagrees with you in a more amiable manner. If he doesn't agree with you, he doesn't get as cranky. Obama gets genuinely PO'd at you. And the Pope seems a little less sure of himself than Obama. Isn't it ironic they finally meet and Obama is the one that believes he speaks in encyclical? But the global warming thing's interesting to me that they share that. I wish my spiritual leader, the Pope, and I guess I was raised Catholic, and plus he seems like a reasonably cool guy to me. I wish he would stick to the hell is hot thing instead of the planet is hot thing. And, you know, blaming the burning bush on global warming, that might be a little too much for me. But I see where Obama wanted to, he asked the Pope to canonize him into sainthood. And then some of the cardinals told the Pope that the New York Times and Prince Salzburger did that already, so he couldn't make him a saint.
Now, you're aware that Junipero Serra, the missionary who...
Wait a second. I'm aware of what?
Junipero Serra, Father Serra, okay?
Boy, did I mishear you for a second.
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't comment then. You know, he was living in your house in Santa Barbara, Father Serra. He was up there, you know, he was right where your lawn is. He was there. Now, he's going to be canonized. He's being canonized.
Occasionally, it happens infrequently, but during the winter here, once in a while, it gets so cold that I'll get a little Junipero Serra, and you know,
right down at the
especially
corner
when
store.
I get out of the pool.
But there are people out in California who say the Padre was not nice to the Native Americans and that he was a bad guy, but that's neither here nor there. Now,
listen, all I want to tell the Pope is if you really want to be a man of the people, get out of that little car, drive around America in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Would that be a great trip for the Pope, just up there riding on that hot dog?
On Route 66.
Yeah,
now,
with his Juniperos, where is Junipero Serra?
Right, Junipero. Now, Syracuse University football game, during the timeouts, they have the kiss cam where they put the camera on people and couples, and they smooch, okay? So one guy objected to it. Roll the tape.
First people they showed, not a couple. Woman shakes her head no. Guy pauses, kind of pleads for a minute. Crowd cheers. He goes for it anyways. I was never out to kill the kiss cam. I was out to raise an issue of awareness, to create a discussion about, again, the spectrum, what's wrong and what's right.
All right, but Syracuse University did kill the kiss cam. Yeah. No more smooching in the stands, Miller. What say you?
Hey, Steve Port, you're a massive loser. Even your own kid couldn't look at you. Did you see the kid throughout the entire clip? He kept, is this my old man who's this nuts? They had to put Steve Port up on a kiss my butt cam during the game, all right? What an idiot. This is what's wrong with this country. Is anybody else shocked that people don't realize or won't concede what has happened to this country? Who'd have thought we'd have gotten this PC, except, of course, maybe Orwell. And in retrospect, it appears Orwell only missed it by, what? Maybe it'll happen by 2024.
Yeah,
he only missed it by
1984.
40 years.
That's right.
Now we got global warming scientists want to bring deniers up on RICO statutes. For God's sake, you know, I can't see Fahrenheit 450 in this country, but I can't see Fahrenheit 451 with losers like this Steve Port guy. And like I said, propers to his kid for dodging him.
Right.
Even the kid knows.
But Syracuse University is the one that's really at fault for folding, and they ought to have a little more backbone.
Oh, Billy.
Come on.
And Pity Pat has the vapors. And Pity Pat has the vapors.
All right, now, I want everybody to read 1984 by George Orwell, as Miller referenced. And we would like to remind you, just 3 Don't Be a Pinhead shows have tickets remaining. Chicago at the Rosemont, South Florida at the Hard Rock Hotel, Phoenix at the Comerica, Info on BillO'Reilly.com. The show's a blast.